Hi all, Elaine here from MRE Studio Designs, and today we're going to do another pendant. It's fairly simple. It's going to be probably quick and easy, so let's get started. What we have are two stones, and these are stones again, leftover pieces that I made from another project. Some silver Primo clay, your blade, some tools, and your roller. And of course, you need pasta machine. So the first thing we're going to do is we also need some cutters. So let me get those out. So we're going to use two round cutters. Try to get one that's going to fit around each of the stones. Okay, so we got our cutters. So we're going to put these on the side for now. And we're going to make the two circles. So we have one here. And one here. We'll put this on the side for now. We don't need to worry about the edges too much because we're going to put an edge on it afterwards. But we're just going to clean it up a little bit. Okay, so we have our two pieces here. And one is going to go into the middle here. And the other one is going to be there. Now we want to embellish these. And we are going to do that with our needle tool. And what we're going to do is just make lines all the way around. I'm going to get my tile because it'll be easier to work on the tile than it will be on the table. And what we're doing is we're going to make lines all the way around the piece. Kind of like a starburst coming out, but you'll see when it's done. Very simple. And you can do this as many lines, as deep or as shallow as you like. It's totally up to you. As usual, these are just suggestions. And we're going to do that all the way around. Now I'm using the silver with the purple because I thought they would go well together. But again, it's going to depend on what stone you use or what cabochon you use, what color clay you might want to use. And it doesn't even have to be a solid color. You can make it, you know, with a Skinner blend or any Mukumagane. You could do anything you want with this. I just thought it was kind of cute. Quick and easy. We'll do the same thing to this one. Just coming straight out from the middle. I wanted to thank everybody that's been looking at my tutorials. I really appreciate it. If you like them, I hope you share them or like them and subscribe. I plan on doing a lot more As soon as I get my schedule down a little bit more. I just started doing this not too long ago. Okay, so as you could see, they have the lines on them, just like that. Just a little bit of texture. And we're going to put the stones right in the middle. Now I'm using an oval because that's what I have. I've also, you can use 2 round stones, you could use square ones, whatever you have. Now, with this, I'm going to put this on the side for a second. I need to make an edge for them to hold them in place. That thing's rolling around. So I need a straight edge on that. Put that on the side. And just do a straight edge. Not too thick. Just like that. And we're going to twist this. And you can have it plain, or you can use 2 of the snakes and put those together. However you usually do it, or however you like doing it. That's what you can do. Knife. We're going to cut that at an angle so you won't see connection. Take that piece off. Take this piece off. And put these together. Just like so. So you don't see the connection. And that's going to hold our cabochon in place. There we go. We're going to do the same thing for the smaller one. I don't think I have enough there, so I'll have to cut another piece. And again, we're going to twist it. This is very quick and easy. Put that around the edge on this one. I think I want that a little tighter because it is smaller. There we go. Again, cutting it at an angle so they fit together and you won't even see the connection. Just like that. Okay. Now I want to put them together, so I have to decide how I want them put together. And do I want that stone upright, or do I want it, I think I want it sideways. Okay, so to take this one off, there we go. Now to connect the two, I want them overlapping, so I need to cut a hole for this to set in, and I want it just about right. I'm using the cutter that I used for this circle. so I know it's going to fit. Just like that. Bring that in. Make sure it's all against the sides. Now, because it's getting put together like that, I want to make sure that it sticks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bacon bond on the edge that it's going to be connecting. Just a little bit. Here we go. And put that together just like that. And basically that's going to be our pendant. Now, I think I like the silver be a little more silvery, so I'm going to use some mica powder, silver, and a very soft brush, small soft brush. I have a real soft brush, and I'm basically just going to take a little bit just to make it pop a little bit. I love mica powders. Now, because we're using a mica powder on this, we're definitely going to have to seal it. And I prefer using UV resin, and that's what I will do. I should mention that the stones that I'm using have not been sealed yet, so we're going to resin those as well. And at this point, we don't need to worry about the edges because we are going to put a backing on this, and that will cover the edges. And there we go. Okay, so this is ready to go in the oven. It's going to be our first bake, and it's going to go into the oven at 275 with the recommended temperature for about, I think I'm going to do it for a full 30 minutes because I need them to be really stuck together well. So once that's done, we will be back, but I wanted to show you up close how that looks so far. Okay, so we will be back when this comes out of the oven. Okay, so here's our piece out of the oven, and we're going to put a backing on it and a bail on it, and we're getting closer to being finished. So first we need a bail. I think we'll use this one, and we're going to need to put a backing on it. Now this is rolled out on a #1 on my pasta machine because I like pendants that have a little bit of substance to them. So we're just going to outline the pendant. It's a little bit of an edge, and of course we'll cut away anything that is excess. Now, before we put it on the back, we also want to put some bacon bond on it so it sticks properly. And you don't need a lot. We just smear that around so it's tacky. There we go. Now we take this piece and we're going to put it right on there like that. Get this out of the way. And we're going to bring up the edges. We need to put the bail in. Oops, I didn't mean to bump the camera. And do that just like that. Make sure that it's where I want it to be. Yeah, that's good. Make sure the back is flat and we don't have any bubbles. Bring this up. And cut away anything excess. If there's anything you want me to do a tutorial on, please leave a comment below and I'll see what I can do. And then I just want to blend it in. Start over here. And take your time, make sure your edges are nice and clean. And smooth. There we go. I think one of the biggest problems I had when I was starting was I was impatient. I wanted to get it done right now. I'm like that with a lot of things, so I'm told. But I think I've gotten better. I think we're just about done. There we go. Okay. Get rid of these. Okay, for the back, I don't do a lot of textures, and I know I've said this before. Oh, we got a little bubble right there. Don't like bubbles. There we go. I don't do a lot of textures, but I do like it to have something. So I usually use my little wire brush thingy here and just give it a brush look. So I go down diagonally down one side. Something there, let me fix that. There we go. Diagonally this way. Give it a nice little brushed look. And then go across the other way, opposite direction. Smooth the edges. And again, I think I'm going to add some mica powder to this. So get my silver mica powder out. And I'm going to need a little bit bigger brush this time because I'm just doing the entire surface. Go. Here we go. Just to give it a little something. And it doesn't take a lot of mica powder to cover this. And we also want to do the edges. Smooth that edge out. And check for fingerprints or anything else on here. Just keep smoothing. I think the mica powder helps when you're trying to smooth the edges because you won't stick to the clay, so you don't get as many fingerprints. Okay, and the last thing before you put it in for the final bake is on the back we want to put our little logo. And every time you make something you should sign it. It is yours. These are all handmade and I don't think any two pieces are exactly alike. So put our little logo right at the bottom right there with some bacon bond. Make sure it sticks. And this is going to go in the oven for a full 30 minutes at 275. And then we're going to resin it. And we will be back. So here is the piece out of the oven and cooled. We're going to put some resin on it. And then we will be done. So here we go. I'm going to do the front first. And I have a dedicated brush that I use. I like using the brush better than anything else because I can I feel like I can control it a little bit better. And I don't really put like a real thick layer on pendants unless it needs to be domed, and this does not. So I'm just going to bring everything out to the edges, make sure everything is covered. It's real quick and easy. And I'm going to put this under my UV lamp for 30 minutes because I want to make sure that it's totally cured and rock hard. Now I do have a UV lamp. It's LED, and it does stay on for half an hour. I know I've had some people ask me or ask where they can find one that stays on, because the last one I had only stayed on for 2 minutes at a time, which, you know, you have to sit there and you have to keep turning it on and turning it on. So I was very happy to find one that actually stays on for half an hour. Okay, so this is going to go in under the UV lamp now for half an hour. And, oh, we have to hit it with our torch so we don't have any bubbles. Real quick like that. And we're going to put that in, and we will be back when I'm done. So here is the finished product, completely resined, both sides, front and back. And if you remember, I said, you know, you could use different colors for different stones. There was another one that I made, and it's this one in the bronze. Front and back. Now, with the bronze one, I did have some smaller stones. Unfortunately, I didn't have any for the purple one, but I did for the bronze, and I also made some matching earrings. But you can see they do look a little different with different stones and different color clays. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and we will have a new tutorial for you soon. I'll see you then. Thank you.